Toyota has been keeping a dirty secret about the 4th gen Tacoma, and that secret is artificially lowering the horsepower and torque numbers on the lowest end model, which is the SR. They lowered the SR by 50 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque. I noticed this when I was researching for my last video where I was explaining all the new Tacoma models. I noticed the SR had an odd power difference than all the other models, so I decided to dig into it a little bit more, and this is what I found out. Straight in the facts here, what I found out, guys, and I also apologize, I'm going to be overly technical here, talking about engines and vehicles. So if you don't know much, I apologize, but let's hop into this. Also, I'm going to be excluding all numbers about the hybrid Tacoma. So all the numbers I mentioned here are only going to be pertaining to the 4-cylinder turbocharged non-hybrid Tacoma. Each Tacoma model comes with the iForce 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and each engine has double overhead cams. That engine has a displacement of 2,393 cc's, not quite 2.4 liters, but I'll let Toyota round up on that one. That engine has a bore stroke of 87.5 by 99.5 millimeters. The compression ratio on this engine is 11:1. The fuel system on this engine is direct injection and port injection, that same like hybrid setup that you see on the old Tacoma. So now that we know the engine is the same across the board here, now we can look at the why. Why did Toyota lower the horsepower number on the lower tier model? Well, I started digging into this and looking at the automatic transmission. I thought maybe that might be the case, but the automatic transmission is the same for every truck as well. My next spot to look into was maybe the truck just isn't built to handle it, and maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe the suspension can't handle the power or something like that. But that isn't the case either, because you can get this with the manual transmission, and that bumps the horsepower up quite a bit. It bumps the horsepower up to 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. So obviously the SR can handle the power. So now we can talk about speculation of why I think Toyota did this. Now, before I hop into my speculation, guys, let me know in the comments of why you think Toyota lowered these horsepower and torque numbers on the lowest tier model. I'd love to hear from you guys. Well, on to my speculation, guys, and I think there's a few reasons why Toyota might have done this. My number one reason I thought might be because these are usually fleet trucks. The SR has always been a fleet truck where you get that with the 4-cylinder and the 2-wheel drive setup for dirt cheap, where people would just beat the crap out of these trucks, start them up, leave them running, start, stop, just really use the truck heavily as a fleet vehicle because they were dirt cheap. So Toyota might have lowered the horsepower and torque to make it last a little bit longer, since it's going to be beat and abused as a fleet vehicle. Thinking about it that way, it also makes me question the reliability of the higher torque and higher horsepower models. Do they not expect the higher tier models to last as long? That's why they lowered the SR? I'm not too sure. Like I said, this is just speculation in my thought process on this. The second reason here, and I think this is the more likely reason, is Toyota just wants to make more money. And unfortunately, I don't like this. So here's what they're doing in my head, in speculation only. I have no facts to back this up, guys. This is just me looking at a situation and using an opinion and critical thinking. I know it's kind of crazy for some of you, but I can use critical thinking. So looking at this, Toyota has always sold a base model SR with a 4-cylinder engine in the past, and this was dirt cheap, about $26,000 you could get this for out the door. Well, Toyota doesn't offer a different engine now for the 4th generation, but they still want to be able to sell those higher tier models. So what they did is artificially lower the horsepower and torque numbers on this SR that's going to cost a lot less than the other tier models to make you want to buy the off-road, the Sport, the Pro, to make you think that you're getting more bang for your buck. Well, on paper you are, but Toyota has the same cost of development for each one of these engines. All they did was lower the horsepower and torque numbers artificially by detuning the truck. This really honestly pisses me off because we see this a lot in the tech world. I'm a tech guy and I see this all the time with technology. A company will make the same product, have all the same features. It'll cost them the same to make it, but they will software lock the Pro model that has the same exact hardware and it's capable of doing what the lesser model can do, but it's just software, which really pisses me off because it costs the company the same amount of money to make it. I hope this isn't the case, guys. I hope Toyota isn't doing this artificially and there's actually a logical reason of why this horsepower and torque rating is lower. Well, from what I can tell, logically, there's no reason Toyota would do this other than a money grab, which really makes me upset because I kind of hold Toyota up here, and to see them doing this really makes me feel bad about the brand and where they're going in the future. I have a feeling we might get lucky and aftermarket tuning companies will be able to unlock the full potential of the SR if it is just a software tuning thing, but that's also most likely going to void your warranty. And on this new engine and a new platform, I don't think people are going to want to be voiding their warranty on this brand new truck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it and going down this rabbit hole, looking up all this information and digging into the new Tacoma. If I find out any more information about this topic, I will pin a comment down and make a new video saying I was wrong. Or if Toyota reaches out to me, I will also pin the response down here and make another video talking about what they say. Thank you guys for watching this video. It means a ton to me. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we're going to make it there this year, I promise. Do me a big favor, check this video out right here. It's pretty good, and I'll see you in the next one.